Friends, this is video 14 for Public Administration Paper 2, and we are going to discuss this particular topic, legacy of British rule in politics as well as administration. So we have already discussed about what are the questions that came in previous years and how you have to approach them. Now we will see the content about this particular topic. So you should know about that East India Company. This was a trading company which came to India in 1600. It was given charter by the English monarchs that you are the monopoly to trade with the east of England. And then they were trading company only, but till 1965 they became politically strong and they attacked Bengal and they annexed it, and after that they got Diwani rights, that is revenue collection rights, and then they became the political force also in our country. So that all of that is the part of history. You should read it from there. Then this particular thing is important, that is board of control and board of directors. So this board of control was the controlling authority appointed by the British Parliament, and this board of director is that the members nominated by the company owners. So earlier only the board of directors were there and they used to take all the decisions about this particular company. But after this Pitt's India Act, this board of control was formed. Pitt's India Act was formulated in 1784. So you should remember the date as well as Pitt's India Act. So it formulated this board of control, and this board of control used to control all the functions after that with help of board of directors. So they both were having dual control, and the creation of civil services was also done. So there were two categories mainly, and this creation of civil services was done in 1772. So you should remember the date. This is the date. So the two categories were the covenanted civil services and the uncovenanted civil services. So what is the feature of covenanted civil services? This is the civil service in which they had to have some promise and they have to deposit some security. So this particular service was bound by agreement. You have to agree, you have to sign a contract, and you will have permanent service. Your service conditions will be better, but still you are bound by the agreement. But the uncovenanted civil services, it included everyone, and this covenanted generally included only Britishers, but uncovenanted means it included Indians also. No covenants, and covenant means an agreement. And then no cadres such as judicial, political, revenue and mercantile. So in covenanted civil services there were cadres. 4 cadres were there: judicial, political, revenue and mercantile. But uncovenanted was not having that, and uncovenanted services were temporary in nature. So this is the main important thing. Okay, then we'll see some of the acts. So the major achievements of the company rule. So this is the major achievement, Regulating Act of 1773, in which whole of India was provided by a Governor General in Council, who became Governor General of India in 1833. So this Governor General in Council was first among equals, like our Prime Minister. And the Warren Hastings was the first Governor General. So he used to take all the important decisions regarding the government of Britishers, and revenue collection and maintenance of law and order. This is the prime motive about this British administration. So it was a police state. Then Lord Cornwallis, so he came in 1786 and he ruled till 93, and he was he started the civil services reforms. Civil services was started in 1772, covenanted, uncovenanted services, and then Lord Cornwallis, he wanted to reform it because there was a lot of corruption and they were doing internal trade and they were profiteering, they were asking for bribes. So then he started high liberal pay scale, so that the civil servants are not poor and they are not dishonest. But this particular thing was done only for covenanted civil services, not for uncovenanted. Indians were paid still very less, but the Britishers were started paying very high scale of money, so that they don't become dishonest, and then tried to get rid of corruption. So same thing, if you are increasing the pay scale. Then Cornwallis Code, he gave a code for revenue, police, criminal and civil justice. And you should note that in Cornwallis Code, before this the district collector was having both judicial as well as revenue powers. But after this Cornwallis Code, he just separated it. So judicial powers were separated from the revenue administration. Then we have fourth point is that separated customs from revenue department. This was also a reform done by Cornwallis. Then no effort to include Indians. So as I told you that Indians were still paid less. And then sixth is that 4 boards formed, namely Board of Council, Military Board, Board of Trade and Board of Revenue. So these are the main boards or departments which are formed and which were ruling the India. So board of council, you know that governor general was its main service server. He was the director. Then military board for defense. Then board of trade for all the income and expenditure by trade thing. You know that trading is the main activity during that time. It was not revenue collection, but still a board of revenue was formed. So this board of revenue is very important. It was first formed on all India basis, but later it was formulated for every province. So every province was having this BOR. So BOR is the main functionary which is responsible for all the revenue collection, and district collector is used to directly respond, means they were the main communication line to board of revenue. And you know that there are revenue officials below district collector. There will be sub district SDM. Then below SDM there will be Tehsildar. Below him there will be Kanungo, then Patwari. So all these things are regarding revenue. So this is the origin. So this is very important for revenue administration. You should know about it. And then comes Wellesley, 1799 to 1905. And I think I will tell you about Wellesley in next video. Thank you.